All right, hey America, welcome back. Mike Hunt here. Like I say, I'm trying to get all the good crap that nobody else seems to be bringing to you. And boy, I think I found some juicy crap for the night. All right, folks, let's take this into consideration here. You ready for some good shit? Well, I've been trying to figure out exactly why it is, ever since the beginning of this, is why are they trying to start race wars? Why are they trying to piss off every damn nutball conservative out there that they can to try to get them to blow up and start going around and killing everybody off? Why are they doing that? I'm going to tell you why, and thank God everybody's managed to keep their cap on and ain't doing none of that dumb shit, and I'm telling you now, don't do it. That's not the way to handle this. What I am going to say is, it's all stemming back to one little whore that came from Chicago, Illinois. And it's all because a little Hillary didn't get her way a few years back. And that's literally what every damn thing here has had to do with. That's where it came from. It's where it sprouted from. And you can check it back, and everything can be traced right back to her. And that wonderful little... he's not a man. Bill Clinton's a little cunt. So... onward and forward, and just to practice my freedom of speech, I'd like to just state the obvious here and go ahead and say that for those of you who don't know, this is a PSA to fill you in on the fact that our current president of the United States would be best referenced as a female dog in heat. So let's keep that in mind. With all that through, let's get on. Let's get to the good juicy crap here. So what is it exactly that they're trying to do here? What are they trying to keep everybody's attention over here and make everything completely anything but what's going on in the government? Well, figured it out for you, fellas. Here's what it is. It's all got to do with the damn Constitution of the United States, and the worst part about it is they're trying everything that they can to use the Constitution of the United States against us. How? Well, boy, here's an easy one for you. I don't know if you realize this or not, but how, states get their representatives and all that good stuff and their electoral votes. It used to simply be that it was a matter of, for every 30,000 people you had, you would get one. Well, then it got so big and so much bigger, and of course, they went to where you had to have 40,000, then it got, ratified again to where it was at 60,000. And then finally, they just completely limited the number of members that could be in Congress. Great. Here is the problem, is where you come into your electoral votes. And this is what they're doing to you, people. This is what's going on behind the scenes. These people are trying to shift the power completely. Not the way that you're thinking. You think, oh, why do they want open borders? Well, here you go, guys. Here you go, kiddos. Here you go, whoever. This is the reason. They need more densely populated areas. When you have a densely populated city area or whatever, the more you have, the more votes you get. So why are they trying to, why is California such trash? Why is California going to shit? Simple. They're trying to get those people to move out of there and move into Arizona, move into Texas, move into Florida, all the southern border states. Well, they want to have that entire piece of the pie, because what's going to happen when all of these other states start getting such a large amount of highly densely populated demographics about them? Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. Little states that already only have 1, 2, 3 electoral college votes, well, they're going to lose them because they don't have that many densely populated areas. They have a lot of rural areas. So they're just trying to make it to where your rural vote don't mean jack shit at all. Because guess who votes in Republicans? That's right. Your rural areas is the biggest part. I'm not saying that's all the part, because it's not. But you bet your ass that it's a large part of it. Here's what you got to keep in mind about this. If California lost almost half of their population, it's not going to matter, because they're not moving the people out of the big cities. Hell, what are they doing? They're allowing the homeless and everything else to just crash out down on Venice Boulevard. You know, it used to be a gorgeous place. Used to be a great vacation spot. No, not anymore. Hasn't been for many years anyway. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Why are they calling these homeless encampments, tent cities and all that? I'm going to explain that to you. The reason they're doing that is because if they can notify it through the government there in California that this is laid out as an additional city, well, that's another demographic that they have to show that they need another electoral vote there because they have another densely populated area. Or they have more people living in an area than what should be living there, quite obviously. But it doesn't matter. The big thing is this city has grown. They need more electoral votes. So further, what do we got to do? Well, you keep hearing them talk about in the news. Oh, Arizona's going blue. My ass. Texas is going blue. My ass. Florida's going blue. You know what? Okay, I call bull. What is it? Oh, they're just trying to prepare you for what their plans are when they actually get to set them all into motion. Why are they so worried about and dead set on doing this? Why do they want to take away more votes from the smaller states and this and that? It's simple. They do plan on turning Texas blue. They do plan on turning Arizona plum blue. We know what really happened there. Neither here nor there. That's not what we need to be focused on, people. What we need to focus on is the fact of what they're trying to do is get all the large sums of electoral votes. Pennsylvania, how do you take and how do you get a state like Pennsylvania, go ahead and flip 100% blue? Well, how about killing some pipeline jobs? How about moving all the working people out? Well, what good's that going to do them? Well, we sure have a lot of people coming in via immigration. So, okay, well, guess we got a place to put them now, huh? Hope it's starting to make a little bit more sense to you, because the reason that they're doing this is because Joe Biden is not going to take away your guns in 4 years. Not going to happen. As much as he would love for it to, and his little butt peg over there, they'd love to take your guns away. They're not going to do it in 4 years. It's not going to happen. It'll never get pushed through. There's too much push against it. But what about in 8 years? What about in 12 years? Well, if you have all your electoral votes, all your representatives are highly represented by one political party, well, you actually have what would be referred to as a tyranny. But exactly what do you have as an option against it once that happens? You don't. That's just it, because that's the way the Constitution is laid out. Back to the point. What we need to worry about is the fact they are using your Constitution against you, because these other states that have less densely populated areas are the ones that are going to be more of a red type state. If you take all of their electoral votes away, it's not going to matter. Don't think it's not going to happen, and don't think it can't happen. It does. It will. That's what they're planning to do. That is why they want a gazillion immigrants to come into this country, because highly densely populated areas are what actually decides who gets how many representatives from this state, how many electoral votes they get from this state. That is what decides it. Not, oh, well, it's been like this for 100 years. That has nothing to do with it. They can change it overnight. And that's what they want to do. They want to get that done in these first 4 years. And they're keeping us so worried about the fact that they pushed in a retard that probably couldn't even spell his name if he had to without a teleprompter in front of him, that we're so worried about what's going on, the fact of how he got in there, what he's doing, and what Kamala's not doing, and why aren't they handling the border crisis, and why are all the white people getting called racist? Why are they teaching our children at 4 or 5 years old in kindergarten that transgender is okay and you don't have to decide, if what sex you are yet. Man, I'm telling you right now, if I still had kids young enough to be in a school and you said anything to my kids at 5 or 6 years old about sex, I'd beat your ass. And I can't believe that there's any parent out there in the United States that isn't. Tell my kid anything about sex, because I'm going to beat your ass. That's a fact, because you ain't nothing but a damn chomo, boy. And period. And the fact that that crap's going on, well, there you go. They get us irate about that. They do. They get us irate about the fact that, well, you're white, so you're a racist. Man, the black people don't even think that. Period. You know why? Because this shit's been more dead for so many damn years that it ain't even funny. As I said once before, there's racism out there. And you know what? There's probably always going to be some racism out there. And you idiots out there whining, and you damn little white guilt people out there sitting there acting like, you need to bow down to this and that. Well, you're just a bunch of frickin' idiots. And the only reason you're doing that is because you really know how much of a damn racist you are. Back on target again here. People, we got to figure out how to stop this from happening. That's all the look over here while this is happening over here, so you're not paying attention to it. How much easier is it for the government to pull some crap like this off when you're locked down in your houses? And there was a very good quote put down by one person. It's very simple. It is, if you can put fear into a man, you can control them. Period. What the hell do you think this government has been trying to do for 30-some, 40-some years? Put fear into you. And how much harder has that gotten pressed just because one man was in office trying to clean up the swamp and trying to prevent this junk from happening? That's what's worrisome. That's what's really happening out there. And people aren't just catching on to it. And they keep trying to push this narrative, and I feel that this is so damn important that even the editors over there with Tim Pool at Timcast, how you guys pretty much just go down and all the guys that are just starting out and everything else, you just go down and steal your stories from them because they're working hard to get their research, even though Tim Pool's nothing but a worthless hack. Doesn't really have anything much to do with it anymore. I'd be glad if even they picked up the story, because they still have an audience somehow, even though he, talks crap on real journalists. That man ain't came up with an original story and I don't know how dang long. America, this is a real thing. This is what they're really doing. They're trying to make this into a one politic country. Period. If they get away with it, that's what's going to happen. And then in 8 years, 12 years, well, you're going to lose your guns. You're going to lose your right to drive a gasoline-powered vehicle. You're going to have to buy from this place. You're going to have to buy Tesla's electric. You're going to have to buy GM's electric. You're going to have to buy Ford's electric trucks. You know what? I'm not downing against any of those people, and I'm not downing anybody that wants to have an electric vehicle. What I am downing is the fact that they want to take your choices away while crying about something that hasn't changed and has been a threat that was going to end our country. I can't even count how many times that this damn global warming was going to end our country. You know what? Bullshit. Period. Just period. The wool is off. I hope everybody else out there sees this. Dear goodness, if you've watched this video, man, subscribe to me, like me. More important than any damn thing else, share this video. I don't care, man. Salty, I love you. I think your stuff's great. Watch it all the time. Mark, I watch you. Mark Dice, man, I watch you. I do. Guys, pick this story up. I'm a little fella. I can't get this out here. I mean, I don't have a million subs. I don't have 100,000 subs. Hell, I probably got 4 or 5 subs. I don't have it. One of you guys, I know you guys got people out there looking to the little guys that are out there doing, whatever, trying to get up. Please pick this story up and get it out there. I'm begging you, do it. America, for those of you who do watch me, thank you. Please get this information out there. Share it. And let's hope we can get it taken care of before this actually happens. Thanks again. I'm Mike Hunt for ACM Media. You guys have a great evening. We'll see you next time.